Hey, welcome to another episode of 365 Thoughts on Confidence. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Abigail and I am a self-proclaimed confidence crusader on my mission to help women elevate their confidence. And I do this every day through this daily vlog where I share ideas, lessons, thoughts all around elevating women's confidence. And I'm so glad that you're here. If you feel like you could do with a daily boost of confidence, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Today is day 46 and I am fast becoming okay with doing these videos whenever, wherever. So for example, I have just had a shower, I'm already in my pajamas, and I can see that I will be having a very early night tonight. But before I get to bed, of course, I have to record today's thought on confidence, and I'm so glad because this is such a great thought today. One of the other ways in which I help women elevate their confidence is through my online Conscious Confidence course, a self-paced, video-based course for women who want to elevate their confidence on a mind, a body, and a soul level. If you'd like to take your confidence to the next level through that course, then watch all the way to the end of this video where I'll be sharing details on how you could enter a giveaway to win membership to that online course. So today's thought on confidence reads, the only useful comparison is with that of your former self. Comparison is a massive deal when it comes to confidence or lack thereof. And all of us at some point in our lives have and still do compare ourselves with other people. And I have shared in previous videos about how in this day and age, because of social media and the internet, this comparison affliction has really been blown out of proportion, like a really exacerbated. It's been exacerbated because it's so easy to peek very anonymously at what people are doing, and it might be people who are in the same business industry as you, or it is people that you went to school with, or it is people of the same age, or whoever it is. In this day and age, it's so easy to go and cyber stalk them, see what they're up to, and then do a comparison of either, I'm nowhere near where they are, or hey, I'm doing a lot better than them, which straight up is just not a healthy habit to have. No good can come from that. I suppose there's the argument of being inspired by others. There is an argument for that, but I think the balance, that line between being inspired and feeling bad when you do that comparison is so thin that invariably we're going to be off kilter. What I have found has made the world a difference for me in my business and in my personal life is to stop doing that. Stop it altogether. Stop comparing with other people. There's that saying, as always, that it doesn't help to compare your chapter 1 with somebody's chapter 10, or to use a car analogy, to compare what's under your hood versus the shiny outside of somebody else's, because that's the only thing that we actually get to see when it comes to comparing ourselves to others, especially in the social media space. The kind of comparison that I have found super useful though is exactly what this thought of the day is saying, is that you only ever compare yourself with a previous version of yourself, so that you can look back on your journey and see, you know what, I have come a long way, I have grown, I have made positive changes, I am on a track, on a trajectory to a happier, healthier, wealthier, more successful, more confident version of me. And like I mentioned in yesterday's video, that when it comes to making decisions, always keeping that future version of yourself in mind when you make those decisions. This is kind of the other side of that same coin, that one day you're going to look back to where you are now, where you are today, and that future version of yourself is going to say, look how far I've come. At that point, where I stand today, I thought that I would never achieve more. And yet that future version of you is going to be saying, what the hell were you thinking? Of course, look how far we've grown, look how far we've come, look at everything we've achieved. And that's the kind of healthy comparison that you want to invite into your life. So always looking back at a previous version of you and recognizing how far you've come, and then thinking forward about how that future version of you is going to celebrate how far she's come. So yes, do the comparison, but only do the comparison with yourself. I was actually talking to somebody earlier on today. I was giving them some advice about their photography business, and it took me back to my memories of being a wedding photographer. And I remember when I was an insecure newbie in the industry, I would look at the other wedding photographers for inspiration. And very quickly I found that habit of looking towards them, I wasn't getting inspired anymore. In fact, I was just starting to get really hard on myself because I was comparing how far ahead they are and how successful they are, and I was nowhere near that. And so that inspiration turned into envy, jealousy, insecurity, lack of confidence. And how can you create anything from when that's what you're feeling, when that's your emotions and your energy that you're carrying around? You can't. And so there was a very distinct time in my career where I decided that was it. I was no longer going to follow and check out what other wedding photographers were doing, because I recognized, and I didn't even realize the significance of that decision that I had made, but I did recognize how it made me feel when I looked at them, and I wasn't feeling good. It made me think that I was a loser. It made me think that I was crap. It made me think that I was never going to achieve anything. It just seemed too far away from where I wanted to be. And as soon as I stopped that practice, as soon as I stopped stalking those wedding photographers and I just started focusing on what I wanted to do, on how I wanted to create, on how I wanted to show up and represent my photography business, that's when the magic really started to happen. That's when I kind of felt like I was forging my own unique path and I was doing things my way. And if there was any similarity between my work and another photographer's work, it was just coincidental. It wasn't because I was kind of feeding off of their creativity. You know, we are all unique individuals, but at the same time, there's nothing new anymore. And if you keep looking to other people all the time for your creative inspiration, you're going to land up looking like them. You're going to land up sounding like them. You're going to land up being a very bad copy of them, when what you should be doing is embracing exactly who you are and only looking at your own evolution from where you were to where you are now to where you're going. And you can only do that if you stay in your lane. So stop the comparison between you and anybody else and only stay in your lane of comparison. That's my tip of the day. That's my thought of the day. I hope that it helps elevate your confidence. I'd love to hear if it does. Let me know in the comments below. Has comparison been a problem for you in the past? Have you recognized that you do compare yourself with others around you in your industry or at work or in family or friends? And how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good or does it make you feel bad? And when you look at how far you've come, where you compare where you are now to where you were, how does that make you feel? How often do you actually do that and give yourself a little pat on the back? I'm sure it's nowhere near as much as it should be. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you hit the little bell, the notification, so that you get notified when tomorrow's video goes live. And most importantly, if you know a woman who is stuck in the comparison trap, who is feeling bad about herself because she keeps comparing herself to somebody else, then please share this video with her. Help her get out of that trap. And finally, if you want to win membership to my online Conscious Confidence course, then by leaving that comment, that's your entry into the giveaway. And if you want extra entries, go back on yesterday's video and leave a comment there too, and so on and so on. The more comments, the more entries you get. I'll be doing the draw tomorrow, the 16th of February, in the afternoon, South African time. So you've got a little while to get your entries in, and I will be drawing the name of the lucky winner, and it might just be you. So that's it for me. It's time for me to get to bed. I need an early night because I've got a very early shoot in the morning, and I need all the energy I can get. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome, awesome evening.